Hello, everybody.
Hello, guys. I'm joining him this week, so we're we're back. I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm much better, but
she's still coughing.
I know. Very,
Hello, everybody.
Hmm?
Hello, everybody.
hello, guys. Hello, guys. Oops. Okay, there we go. We got that. We got that muted.
Echo.
Yep. Just trying to get that going. So I know Jack and everybody is still over at Dyer Family Farm with Jack and Dina, and they are probably wrapping it up with prayer requests. And so we can give them a few minutes to wrap that all up over there. So let's see. I'm having tea. Well, yeah. What are you having, Monty? Are you drinking? This is an actual.
It's a real.
It's a real Whataburger cup. Not his Whataburger mug. Although.
That'll be up later.
Although you.
After the
I was
ice
gonna
cream.
say nobody would probably know because it's identical. But anyway, I do have my mug of water, but I'm trying to keep the cough down. So it's been rough. I poked my head in a couple times last week. Monty had to go solo for the most part.
Yeah.
I know Jack helped him out, and I don't know. Did we have Ryan and anybody jump on? I'm kind of fuzzy because I wasn't.
She was on the couch.
Yeah, I was on the couch, and I didn't know it at the time, but I ended up having the flu. So I don't think we knew that Sunday night. I think it was Monday. We're on the way over.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, Ryan, you're on the way over. Can't stay long. No problem. I know you're working on tomorrow's show. Hello, Duncan. Hello, Greg and Donna, and Robbie and Sonia. Yes.
Yeah, last week we were both solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jack's sister.
Hello, Evelyn. Yes, and Billy. Yep. So we were just saying how last week I was. I don't even remember a lot about it. I know I popped in. Had barely had my had barely had my face on camera, just a time or two, just trying to figure out the restream, because we're on restream now instead of StreamYard, where we've always streamed through StreamYard, and we went ahead and got the restream, and so they're very, very similar, but there was just a few little little things to figure out.
Yeah.
And I just kind of turned it on and let Monty have it, and he had to kind of figure it out for the most part.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Clyde.
Hi, Clyde. Oh, okay, Robbie, you said Sonia had the flu too. So tonight when she was coughing in the background, I told Monty, I said, you know what? Kind of sounds like Sonia might have had the flu also. So, yep. Hi, Tracy.
She was diagnosed Monday with the flu.
Yep. And then you were diagnosed on Tuesday with it.
Well.
But.
Yeah.
We didn't really have to. We have an excellent doctor, but he was able to get on. We ended up having to get on Tamiflu, and he caught it so early that first day because we knew. So it got in his system, and it didn't knock you down too bad at all.
No.
Me, I was like on that edge of, I think they say, 48 hours. It's best to get on the medicine and, be diagnosed within 48 hours. And I was right on that line. So, hang on, I haven't done this yet, so let me do that. I haven't posted our link. Okay.
Yeah, because it's ice cream Sunday.
I need to hit this. Sorry. Now I'm figuring this out. There we go. Okay, that's what I needed. Are you not going to wait, see if anybody else shows up with ice cream? Okay, well, going to pin it. Okay, I think I've got it pinned. So,
if anybody wants to join in.
Okay, got that pinned on there. I meant to do that just a little bit ago. Hi, Troy Sutton. Okay, copy invite link. There we go. So, so this week I'm kind of catching up too on this restream. So, because last week, I guess that's where it posted. So far, Lee and I have avoided getting it. I am taking Tamiflu to avoid it. Okay. Yeah. Well, we took that Tamiflu and it did really good. It immediately, within like a day, I started getting better. But she said, you're going to feel better in a few days. The cough and congestion, it's going to be with you for a few weeks. And so, anyway, okay, Greg is saying I'm on the road, so I can't come up. No problem, Greg. You're welcome to come on when you get home, if you get home soon. Okay. And so I told Monty I had to be on this side so I could get off camera to cough. Okay. So, is anybody else having ice cream?
Nobody's wanted to join in with us.
Well, it's still early. Goodness, it's 7 after is what our clock here says. Okay, I'm having a tiny ice cream sandwich. So it's not the big ice cream sandwiches. This is just like minis. Are these?
I don't even know where those came from.
Well, I think we got them. I'm sure we got them with probably frog grandbabies.
Yeah.
And that's something too. There's Simple Acre Homestead. Hi guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. We're like, everybody bring your ice cream. Jump on. Count every carbon you're asking me about ice cream. I know. This is the only time this week and I never eat ice cream, but I kind of have to for the ice cream Homestead ice cream sundae.
And I'm gonna have to buy more because daughter-in-law's found out I had these in the freezer, and this is the last one.
Okay. Ryan says, as soon as I finish typing up my topic for tomorrow. Yeah, because Ryan, we'll tell you about the roast beef stuff.
Oh.
And we'll do that when he pops up. Sorry. Yeah, I hope this isn't rude for all of you guys that don't have ice cream. But normally I don't eat.
Jack got on with Jello one night.
That's right, he did. Yeah, because he didn't have ice cream. Well, and his diet. Well, or what he's trying to. Is he doing keto?
Weight Watchers.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. So anyway, well, I'm glad Sonia is feeling better. It looked like she's feeling better. She's on tonight too. But I tell you what, that flu, our grandbaby has it, and now today our other grandbaby came down with it. So it is kind of making the rounds with the family. And
When it hit me, the cough, it was like,
oh, right there. Sorry. Thank you, Robbie. Okay.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for.
it's in a different spot than I'm used to looking. I was keeping an eye at the bottom, and it's over in the other corner.
So on StreamYard,
Understood.
they've got the little pictures that come down below. So the basement, it's down there. Well, here is just a little bitty icon dot over here, and it's got a little number on it. So I totally. We'll get the hang of this one, but
I'm not doing ice cream, but I got a popsicle. Great.
oh, that works. That works.
Here.
Yeah. Oh my. So Sonia is feeling better though, huh?
She is. You'll probably hear her cough occasionally.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what I told Monty. I said I need to be over here in case I get into a coughing fit because those happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The cough, it was almost like it was like violent. It just like hit you and it's boom.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and it's just one of those you can't, it's just mine's kind of dry, but it's not popsicle.
Okay, Keith.
Robbie.
The best it's going to get.
Keith, what are you eating?
Tracy's asking a question.
I'm sorry. Why did you change? Do you like? Okay. Where's my? There we go. Tracy's saying, why did you change? Do you like this one? I changed because of price, basically. We wanted to be able to have more than 6 guests on panel, and on StreamYard to get up to the 10 guests. I think, oh goodness, I think Jack said he's paying like what, $41 or $42, and
Yep.
I pay 19. It's only 19 a month, and I can get 12 on panel, so much cheaper. And I researched it, and everything was pretty much the same. There's 3 streaming platforms that are kind of what everybody uses, and it's StreamYard and Restream, and then that EVMux. And EVMux is probably the better one, but it's a little bit. It offers different things, especially like if you want to do games or what are they called? Anyway, things we're not doing yet.
Yeah.
Drawings or something like that. And but StreamYard they don't offer those through StreamYard and Restream. But so we just decided to try Restream because we can have 12 people on panel. I don't know how you could even have that many people on panel, but we can. It'll support that, and it's only $19 a month, so it's kind of a trial thing.
Hey, Smiley.
Where do I go back? Let's see. Got to go back and find.
We weren't sure. Cosmo was.
Hi, Stacy.
We weren't sure. We weren't sure that Cosmo was
doing his job.
But we candled some eggs the other night, and he has been doing his job. He's just
good.
He's a private fellow.
Yeah, and but we did have so we're incubating eggs, and actually they should be hatching like tomorrow and the next day, and I kind of did certain eggs because I've got the barnyard mix, And I've got a big spotted egg, and I'm not sure who's laying it. Well, I had about 5 of them in there, and not a one was fertile. And it's like, okay, they don't like each other. So I think it might be my bossy pants golden lace Wyandotte. So
Yeah, evidently she doesn't like Cosmo.
no, I knew that. I knew that because we put them together originally. Oh my, it was, they didn't care for each other. So I found the little hen that he did like, and she likes him, and they're still best buddies. So so I didn't get any of those eggs, pulled all of those out because they didn't candle. Oh, do we have someone here? We do. Or Simple Anchors. Let's see, where do I go? There's Simple Anchors here. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Bert.
How you doing?
And we are good. How are y'all doing?
Yeah,
Good. I'm helping you test out this stream.
Yeah.
Hey, how are y'all? Hi, Bert.
Jack and Deanna.
go back to chat.
Okay.
There's the Dyers.
There we go.
We're here. We had to go make our ice cream.
Oh, good. Okay. Lonnie has already eaten his.
I've already finished mine.
I haven't finished mine yet.
What's Robbie eating?
Working on his.
I'm cheating. It's a great popsicle.
This is banana.
This is a homogenized banana. It's like
Oh.
Okay.
And the ice cream. Instead of ice cream.
Sorry, Bert.
It's a frozen banana.
it's you freeze it and then run it through a homogenizer and it's awesome.
Really?
Really is.
Sounds good.
Well,
I was going to say something, but it'd probably be inappropriate, so just scroll up here.
here we go. I'm catching up on getting used to this. Last week, Monty figured it out.
Yeah. Hey, Jack,
Bert? Yes, sir.
we started feeling better Thursday, so we thought we'd run over and check out the mod auction.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever decide you want to go to the mod auction and sell or buy anything, you better make sure you don't have to work the next day.
Oh, really? Run late.
Oh yeah, they start with their garage. I'll be nice and say their garage sale items. They
Right.
start those at like 5, and we were there at
We drove out there just
it was like
7.
7,
because we thought we would
7:30.
get there for the chickens, right?
Yeah, because that's when they're supposed to take off. But 7:30, they were still doing the garage sale items.
Well, 6 o'clock is supposed to be livestock.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they had a lot of
Oh my gosh.
a lot of sheep, a lot of goats, and they do that, and then the very last they do the chickens and the quail and the turkeys and the.
And we didn't stay
geese.
for any of that. I wasn't
And
up to it.
Well, I heard one of the guys that worked there. He was over. Him and another guy were talking, and I heard him say something about it was going to be like 9:30 before they even got to the goats and sheep.
And then the chickens had to do.
Yeah, so we.
Pecan said they smoke in there.
Uh,
Do they smoke cigarettes in there?
No,
it's outside. It's an open air barn.
yeah, it's an open air barn, but no, in the open air barn there were
Probably.
there was a few people spoken, but not really.
And we were just walked through because, I mean, you couldn't sit down anywhere because it was so.
Yeah. Yeah, all the bleachers and stuff were already taken over. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I really expected that to be the case, that it would run really late. We are off on Friday. But I mean, got doctor's appointments and all.
But yeah, but I don't want to stay till no 2 or in the morning.
I'm up for till it's over.
No.
I'm always in.
they had chickens, they had geese, they had ducks,
Okay.
turkeys, rabbits,
Hi, old pecan.
eggs,
Mhm.
And then there was a little room off to the side, and I think that's where they had
The hatchlings
the
were in
little
there.
baby chicks
Oh,
in
the
there.
chicks, yeah.
Because there were boxes
Mhm.
in there, and people were going in there and opening those boxes up. So I'm assuming that's where the baby chicks were.
Okay, so yeah, so Dakota's obviously been there. Diamonds in the rough, if you're a horse trader like me. I'm sure there was a lot of well, it was all outside on the garage sale stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm calling it, but and it was dark, so
Yeah, they were using flashlights to
mhm.
show us they were
Well, that's interesting.
But I guess after next week it'll be daylight
Mhm.
still, because
a lot lighter.
time changes after the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
Oh wow, that is
We
coming.
knew
isn't
The
it?
tonight.
morning of the night.
It's the night.
next weekend.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Bert,
And go ahead.
like I've said in the past and saying too often, I'm sorry we missed your live, man.
Oh,
yours,
that's okay.
probably both.
It wasn't much live. We had a little. Here's the thing. We were live for what was it? Probably about a half hour, 35 minutes. And
About 35 minutes.
I kicked the cord, and then the
You
computer
did
shut off, and I couldn't figure out what happened.
Oh no.
And we were trying to get on a phone, trying to get on the laptop, and then we just gave up. But I thought, because I had just loaded Windows 11, so I thought the thing crashed. But it turns out, and I don't know if it's age or what it is, but it took me forever to realize that the plug on the back of the tower had come loose. So it was just
Oh, so it's a new deal. Instead of kicking the bucket, you're kicking the cord.
Kick the
yeah.
cord.
Somehow I think I moved the woofer speaker on, happened to tug something the wrong way, and everything just went black.
One of our first lives, we had a ring light short out and knock our computer offline.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah,
my.
it was quite interesting.
Wow.
And, it was, yeah. It's like everything.
Biggest problem we've had is we use Sonia's phone, and if somebody calls, it'll just close the live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
So
had
now
that.
Sonia's got hers set to be do not disturb from 6 to 7
Yeah.
automatically.
Okay. What is Dakota is saying?
Jones on
been there.
Thursdays. Jones doesn't have many chicken. Well, the chicken would be my main focus, but I like the entire auction.
He's probably after horses though.
We didn't see any large livestock, but they
It's
they
just
had lots of sheep and goats.
it's just sheep and goats,
Yeah.
and then they move in. I guess they lump the rabbits and all that in with the birds,
Yeah.
because there
I'm
were
not much of
quite
a
a few rabbits.
but we're not much on horses either, but I did hear somebody say, like, they asked the lady at Newcastle if there were donkeys there, and they said no because they had to be Coggins tested.
Yeah, you have to have Coggins test
So-
and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but oh my goodness, they had so many. I mean, everything. I was kind of wondering with the weather being warm, and we've just come off of these cold spells. I thought maybe that's why it was so.
Well,
Spurred it a little more.
yeah, we might go check it again after it's been okay for a while, because
Mhm.
I think it was last Thursday is when we were at like 0.
Yeah, I think it was.
So, and I heard somebody say that they were up there last week and there wasn't anybody there, which
Oh, okay. I didn't hear.
if you're outside, that makes perfect sense, because
You guys ain't done nothing but spur my appetite to go check it out.
My, I see. I
sorry, Dina.
Now,
You won't run me off saying an auction went long.
I will say it was. I guess it was my first experience with a livestock auction, and
It was her first experience with
I didn't
a
care for it.
rustic Livestock auction.
Dakota, you keep getting further away. Prague and Jones, that's the wrong direction, man.
I get the emails, I get the stuff, the information on Jones Livestock Auction. And yeah, is that one's on Thursday nights? Is that right?
Newcastle's is this next Saturday.
I like that one.
I like Newcastle. That's probably my favorite. We know the lady that runs it just from being there. But,
Yeah.
Newcastle and Duncan's is Saturday. But I think, Bert, you got balloons flying around behind you, man.
Believe it or not, it's the dog grabbing it.
I was going to say there's nothing attached to it.
Honey.
Yeah, she's grabbing onto the string, and I see it moving. And
I think we got a project at Let's Have a Cup of Coffee's house this Saturday, and we're not going to make the auction. I was going to take some baby chicks and some roosters and a couple of hens and some hatching eggs. But I don't have any more hatching eggs, not yet. I will tomorrow.
I paid $16 per bullet. Above if you're looking to sell, they're doing well. Hatching eggs were bringing $1 to $5 a piece.
Per egg.
I told you.
Wow.
Our hatching eggs last week, I think they sold per egg and was bringing about $40 a dozen. Whatever that breaks down to almost $4 per egg. It's like $3.73 an egg if you get technical, something like that.
Yeah. That's
You've got, what do you got? Four of the ones that you bought.
we don't really want to talk about my experience with purchasing hatching eggs.
Well, you need to get that lady's card and put it up so everybody won't buy from her.
I know. Well, because I paid $45 for a dozen, and
Wow.
3 were broken badly, and then out of the 9 that went into the incubator, only 4 of the 9 were fertile. So,
Was she local to you?
Carolina.
yeah, and she had really good reviews.
And she was,
And she did say that she sent me another tracking number. I've got more in on the way, and so we're checking and watching the post office.
calling the post office, going by, letting them know that there's going to be eggs coming.
I enlarged the tracking number, and I could see the address and stuff. It wasn't my name or address on
Oh no.
tracking, so she didn't send them. So I think it was an honest mistake, because she has since texted and said, "Hey, did you get the eggs?" And I had already texted her 3 days before and said, "Hey, just letting you know, the tracking number you sent me that's somebody else's information." And I think she only checks her email like in the middle of the night or something. I'm not sure. So,
Those eggs I sold,
No,
That's frustrating.
it is frustrating. Those eggs I sold last week, 2 of those were cracked or had hairline cracks
But you didn't know.
that we didn't know. I should have candled them before I took them for sale, and I will from now on. But I gave her 4 eggs in return. I only asked that she get on there and put a good review because we were communicating through Facebook.
yeah,
well, that was the deal with this lady.
it was
It
eBay. But
Yeah, she said she always sent extras to cover this, and when
And
we
she
got
didn't.
them, she didn't get any extras.
yeah, she was real nice. I told her, I said, "I'm really disappointed because your reviews all showed that you send, extras." And I said, "There were no extras, and there were 3." And I know it's easy to blame it on the shipping, but the way that these were wrapped, they were like indentions. These were cracks and indentions, like compression. I think she had them wrapped so tight that I think she I think she caused it. And so I don't know.
I've heard other people say that shipping hatching eggs causes problems with the fertility.
Yeah, there's another lady that I follow. I don't know where she's out of. I can't think of it offhand, but I think her farm is Little Willow Homestead or something like that. Anyway, she's on Facebook, and she has beautiful egg color,
Mhm.
like beautiful. But her eggs are very expensive.
Yeah.
And she talks about, I mean, she has a procedure that you need to follow
Mhm.
to hatch them after they've shipped.
Yeah, and you let them set and all of that. And I did all of that. I had researched it and really looked, and other people had done. And
Mm.
Dakota, let me answer that right quick. You still got a little cough.
Yes.
Dakota, we normally have, right now, we have American breast hatching eggs. And then also I sell some of the Polish hatching eggs for Clyde and Stacy. And then just a barnyard mix. But that's something we didn't mention on our live.
What's that?
We did this week. We put roosters on our laying hens that we just had for eggs.
Mhm.
So
And
we
I
can
did
have
something
barnyard mix.
I did something I think was smart.
Mhm.
We put purebred roosters on our mostly purebred hens, so I can say when I sell those eggs that it is a Jubilee cross, not just say it's a barnyard mix.
Yeah.
And you know those Jubilee Orpingtons are super popular right now.
Yeah. Now she had some Jubilee Orpingtons, and I don't know. I've got 2 Orpingtons and 2 that that are in there, and I mean they're going to hatch. The little egg is moving and stuff. I just haven't pipped yet, so maybe tomorrow. So I've got 4 that, provided they can, they can make it through the hatching.
Yes.
So far, out of those AM Samanis I told you I bought at the auction for $16 for a dozen, which just blew my mind. All but one of them were fertile, but only 3 so far have hatched. But today is the day they should start hatching, which is what happened. I normally give them 2 to 3 days. I don't pull them out of the incubator if I know they were viable when they went in.
Yeah. Yeah, that I think I'm on day 2. I think it'll change over to day 1, I think mine actually changes in the evening. So we've got about a day left.
Yeah.
So, but we can see the little eggs starting to roll.
Yeah, I walked in there this morning early when they're in my office. So I walked in, I always look in there at them, and I was sitting there looking at one of them, and it was rocking. And I came out and I told her, I was like, "Come look at this egg. It looks like it's rocking. Make sure it's just not my eyes."
Yeah, he wasn't sure.
Yeah.
He didn't know how close they were. I was like,
Dakota,
yeah, be doing that.
it'll be a Jubilee rooster over Americana hens, cream leg bar hens, and the cream leg bars are coming out soon. And over, there's a couple of red stars in there, but I'm fixing to take them to the auction. It's Americanas.
Red stars.
What are the others that we have in there? The cream leg bars and the Americanas are the main ones.
I thought we had some Morans in there, but we're not getting dark eggs.
We have a couple of barnyard mix in there too, but it's a Jubilee rooster. The rooster is going to be the Jubilee, not the American breast. I've got a whole bunch of American breasts, and we thought about putting those in there, but we decided to put the Jubilees in there.
Yeah. Hello, Neil.
I am an Americana fan.
You are not?
I am. I love Americanas.
I do too. This is our first batch of them.
I don't like them being flighty, but I do like them.
Yeah, they are flighty.
Our
Some of
rooster,
my favorite chickens that we've ever had have been Americanas.
On top of the coop
As a
already.
matter of fact, my favorite we've ever had, her name was Redbeard. I loved that chicken. Kind of like Lovey right now, which is a Buff Orpington.
She's
I don't know
cute.
what kind of rooster this is that hatched out. That thing it's a beautiful rooster. But man, that thing can fly everywhere.
yeah, I didn't hatch him out. He came from our son have some friends, and they went and bought their young hens and a couple of roosters, and somehow he made it up here, and
I mean, he's got the full big giant tail feathers and got the long neck feathers that hang down. Yeah.
but he's a thin little bird.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of like the eggers that they're thin and they're flighty, and he can just fly across the yard. But his tail, all the things, just irritating.
It's frustrating.
It is.
So
I like it because
video, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead, Jack.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say our two roosters that we have right now, one of them's an Americana, and the other one is a barnyard mix. And he's a little guy, but man, he's gorgeous. He has the classic rooster color.
Some of
Man,
the best
some of the
looking chickens
prettiest
are-
roosters and hens out there are barnyard mix.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And there's some of the
We've got several that are so pretty.
What I was going to say, though, hope Monty and Michelle don't get mad at me, but I mentioned y'all in this video I'm going to have out sometime early this week as Red Dirt Frizzle Rooster Road. I corrected it. I said the real name, too, because I won't be able to find y'all's channel. But
That's fine.
Rizzy Cosmo, he's pretty. He is such a pretty boy. I was really hoping. I hope getting two. I'm gonna have two coaching, and that'll be my only.
One of them will be a rooster. So.
I know it's just like I
Always
get two coachings and I'll get two Orpingtons, and I hope they're not all roosters.
that's a class we need to get at Rendezvous, is somebody that can teach us how to vent sex or accurately sex chicks.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I would go to that class again and again.
I've done the wing test and everything else, but I've not done the
And
vent.
we've also done the pointed. If they're pointed, they're
Oh, the shape of the egg.
eggs.
I'm not sure how much.
Yeah, and that didn't turn
I'm
out
not
well
on that one.
No,
I'm not on that one.
Either pointed supposed to be roosters or rounded. It's supposed to be one or the other. I don't remember which, but
yeah,
it
that was.
didn't turn out that way.
Yeah.
All of those Polish eggs are pointed like that. So I mean, the feathers on the wing feathers, people swear by that, and it just there's not enough differentiation. They're not different enough for me to even say, okay, yeah, that looks this way or that.
Yeah.
So vent sex that's how the big hatcheries do it.
Yep.
And,
They're pretty good at
Dodge Thompson, which is Chris's husband, he thinks he can vent sex, and I think he did right. I think he did good. He done a bunch of them at the Rendezvous with us, and Amy over at Leonard Mountain took those home, and I think she said he was right. I have to confirm that. I could be wrong about him being right.
So how did she? So if he did something, then how did she tell him apart? Did she put bands on their feet or something? How did?
No, I don't remember. No,
Or
she
were
didn't
they
ban them.
identifiable? Like to know this one's gray, this one's a
I want to say
zombie?
he said they was all hens,
Hmm.
the whole batch. But Anyway, I don't remember for sure. Hey, we got a gorgeous
Bucklet?
buff Brahma rooster, black frizzled bantam hen.
Let's see.
We got
I admit I've tried several different ways to
Oh.
sex the chicks, and the wing one, I did it on the last group. I had 12, and it said I had 4 roosters, and I actually did end up with 4 roosters. But I'll be honest, I didn't mark down which ones were which, so I don't know if it was the exact 4 that I thought were going to be roosters. So
hanging them upside down. This one fights, that one don't. None of it's ever been accurate enough for me to say with any confidence that this is something. You gonna show one of them?
We
of course, when they
didn't
get big enough,
hear them.
they have the combs coming up on them. You can tell, but like Americanas, you can't
Bring it
tell
over here. Oh, you're dusting.
because they don't have big combs.
Well, yeah, I got to wait till the tail feathers grow.
Until they get their saddles.
Did you?
No, it's wet. Feels wet.
Oh, that one over there is? Been in the water dish?
No, it just don't feel fluffy.
She was going to bring one of those AM Samani chicks over here, but they're a smaller bird.
What were those geese?
Oh, they had the saddleback. What is your geese? Your goose? What is it?
Pomeranian saddleback.
Saddleback. Yep, they had those. They had just tons of turkeys and geese, and I'm
I'd
pretty
like to know what them went for.
yeah. I wasn't up to staying.
She wasn't up. We both weren't up.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm glad y'all gave me that report.
We just, it was one of those where you kind of, it's like you get a little bit of cabin fever, and it's like, okay, we're doing okay. Let's just take a drive. And we went and found out where it was at, and it's not that far from us. But
What do the goslings typically go for around you?
That one I bought was a gander, and it was $40.
Yeah.
The other ones went for that
Full grown.
Yeah, because here the goslings go for about $50. Doesn't seem to matter what type.
The Sebastopol, which is some I'd like to have, they went for 90 a piece.
I thought I saw a couple of Sebastopols, but they weren't real fluffy or anything. But then again, everything was so stressed.
But the gal that we bought the hay from,
Yeah.
she's going to be selling hers, right?
Mm-hmm.
$75 a piece.
For the bird?
Yeah.
At what age?
Chicks. I mean, they're being incubated right now.
We saw the parents.
Yeah, but she didn't have the saddlebacks. She didn't have the Pomeranian saddlebacks.
Well, it was
$75 for a chick sounds a little steep. I think most hatcheries are pretty expensive like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, Bert, was a full grown gander.
Yeah.
And he does his job. I looked out there one night right before dusk, and they was about 6 deer along my back fence. And that dude had all the hens in the hen house, and he was standing there on guard, hissing at them deer.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
He was taking care of business. I should have videoed it, but it was, like I said, I wasn't expecting it. It was right before dark.
He'll hiss at us too, but he doesn't attack at us or run or anything. He just
mine are getting to that point. It must be that time of year because they're starting to. I'm pretty sure I got 3 males because they all come at the fence hissing at me, and
this is the first one. We've never owned one before this one.
No, and he's starting to honk. You know how they honk?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first few days here, he didn't really make any noise. He was kind of getting used to being here.
Yeah. He didn't like us putting them roosters in there, though. He was honking at the roosters.
Yeah, but we put them bleep in there. Dollar signs went off in my head, selling hatching eggs. But so good question, though, leads me to a good question. How long before I can with confidence say my eggs are fertile if those roosters are taking care of business. All the hens and all the roosters are of age. Last year's chicks. So how long before you think I should be able to say with confidence those eggs are fertile?
Well, at 10 days, you could should be able to see the veins.
Well, I think I think he's talking about how long
I
to have.
don't know if they're fertile.
How long after putting the roosters on the hens?
Yeah.
Oh,
What is it like? It takes within a couple of days, I think, isn't it?
It's kind of what
That's what
I
Google
thought
said.
too, but I was going to give it a cycle or two, like 20 days just to be safe.
Which we've seen them being active.
Yep, the roosters are already being active. Now I know a hen can have, what I think 17 fertile eggs in her at one time.
yeah. A lot.
Probably.
Yeah, just give them plenty of time, and then I'll try to hatch some. And then if I have a decent hatch rate, then I'd probably feel comfortable selling them.
Because even if it's 17 eggs, is that an everyday layer, or
Yeah,
are you only getting like one egg
Either
every
or.
couple of days?
Either or.
So
You can always have breakfast for a couple of days in a row and take a look, see if you got any bullseyes.
Yep,
there you go.
right on. That's true. Which I have breakfast every day. Most of the time it's eggs.
I like having eggs for breakfast.
A lot of eggs. I think eggs and bacon sound good in the
I
morning.
say breakfast,
I
lunch,
know it.
doesn't matter.
I know. What was that, Bert?
It doesn't matter what the meal is. I could have them for dinner
I
time.
agree.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
was it Joy? Was it Joy
Joy
on our
Bartlett?
live that said she had to have ketchup on it if she was going to eat an egg?
Oh,
That's what
Yeah.
I said.
My grandpa always had. Yeah.
Well, I can't say much because my grandma always put drops of ketchup on her gravy, on her biscuits.
I
Just
had
little
a
drops.
cousin.
Not pouring it, she just put drops.
I think it used to be a
I
thing.
had a cousin that eat ketchup on cornflakes. He would eat ketchup on ice cream.
Wow.
He eat ketchup on anything you could imagine.
Good night,
Yep.
Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
Oh,
good morning, Ryan.
Ryan.
I was going to give Ryan some props because, talking about the lunch meat and all the bad stuff that's in the lunch meat and everything.
Yeah.
And the other day I was digging in the freezer and I came across a rump roast. And I thought, well, a rump roast, if I smoke that and slice it real thin, I'll have roast beef sandwiches. So I did.
It sounds good.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
We had an old meat slicer that my mom gave me, which was
Scary.
it wasn't very good and it was kind of dangerous. So today I talked her into going to Atwood's with me, and we bought a new
Limb?
LEM, and it's an 8.5 inch.
That
Oh,
should be a good one.
yeah, it came with two blades, the normal blade and then the serrated blade, and that baby ate through that
You
full.
did the whole roast.
I did, and my son was down here, and he was pulling the meat off about as fast as it was slicing it.
Yeah.
He said, "I need to take some of this home to my wife."
Get your own ham.
Yeah, so he got about half of it, but then we were cleaning out the freezer because we got the steers coming probably this coming week sometime, and
We found some more.
we found some more.
We had a few things hiding
Yeah, down in the bottom of
in
the
the
freezer.
freezer, which
We
is
need-
okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was worried that she wouldn't like it, but I done some of that Friday. Yeah, Friday, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is great."
So, and they probably don't. I don't eat a lot of meat. I'm real
Yeah.
picky about meat. I haven't eaten lunch meat in years and years because of all the good stuff they put in that lunch meat.
Yeah.
And but I yeah. So I was excited when he did
Yeah,
this.
she didn't fight me on getting the new slicer at
No,
all.
no, I didn't.
Not
Well,
at all.
the other slicer was
Well, she
over
watched.
50 years old, and
Yeah, she watched using it. And she was like, "That thing's dangerous. Get rid of that."
mm-mm.
We've had ours for 20
Long
years,
time.
and when I bought it, back then it was whatever was the cheapest. That's the one we was gonna get.
Yep.
We didn't have the ability to shop for quality.
Right.
Our budget back then said you can afford this one.
So that's when you get.
But it's been a pretty good one. It turns really slow.
This
Yeah.
one does too. But
It
it's
doesn't bog down. It cuts just fine.
I use it a lot to slice bread, homemade bread.
that one. It said cheese and bread. You put that.
You're talking about the new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put the serrated blade for bread and cheese.
Yeah.
And then
That LEM ought to be a good one.
Yeah.
it said they said fibrous meat. I thought all meat was fibrous.
Nope. That would be, I don't know.
Yeah, but it went through that rump roast.
I'm of the understanding it's fibrous meat is every piece of meat.
I thought all meat was the same.
Unless it's fish meat. I don't know. There's fiber in it too.
Oh, well, when we were digging through the freezer, I came across, which was down in the bottom.
It's a chest freezer, so you know how things get lost
In the bottom.
in the bottom.
Yeah, I came across fillets, and she was jumping up and down about that. And then she was like, "What's that other big lump down there?" And I pulled it out. I thought it was a roast, and I flipped it over, and it's a whole fillet. So she was, yeah, she loves fillet.
So when we head up to that, next time we head over to that auction, we can swing by there and eat first.
You just gotta ask the coughing queen over here.
I feel bad for everybody coughing and
Oh,
quite
Yeah.
the bug.
She's still coughing. I haven't.
it's just one of those that, you know, it's just there. I can't.
I cough every once in a while, but
Yep.
not too bad.
I had something over Christmas I couldn't shake for about 5 weeks.
Ditto, we did too when we come back from Alaska.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
about the
first
same
you're up
time.
Europe and Canada, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, southwestern Ontario, so we're as south as you can get, but we're right close to. We're not far from Detroit and Port Huron, things like that.
Yeah, I was way back in another land. I was up in Detroit at a training deal, and I saw something about being able to drive over to Canada, and I was like, man, I ought to do that, but I was young and didn't do it.
Hey,
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 y'all.
Janae.
Hey.
Hey, I'm sitting here with my mama by her bedside. I just wanted to say, hey,
Hi,
Michelle
Mama
Monty.
Janae.
They saying, hey, you want to say, hey, mama? Say, hey,
Hi,
y'all.
Mama.
Hi, hello. God bless you all. You all so sweet. God bless you.
Oh,
God bless you too.
Kind of sounds like
she don't want to
Sounds
be.
like Janae.
Thank you.
Sound like the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I guess I'm going to say goodnight,
Mama?
though. I'm going to
Yeah,
turn. Getting close
Oh,
to
yeah.
10.
we've only got about 5 minutes. I don't know where the time went, but
When he starts
10 o'clock.
participating, it's pretty quick.
That's what happens
Yeah,
when
Bert-
you sit around
Bert's
people
an hour ahead of us too, so
that's what I was going to ask. If Bert, if you were our time central or
No, it's almost 10 o'clock here. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Bert, have a good one.
yeah, you as well, guys. Have a good week.
all right.
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
coming
Bye,
over.
Bert.
Hey, Robin, Sonia, thank y'all.
Welcome anytime.
Yeah.
And Dina. Mama wants to say something to y'all before we have to.
Ask you something.
Oh, okay. What is it, Mama?
Hi, I would like to ask you something. What did the red light shout out and say to the line of traffic that stopped in front of them?
I don't have a clue.
Please stop staring at me while I'm changing.
Uh,
Good one. Good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, she has she's in her special bed. You know, it's a medical bed that goes up and down. They transfer her from the hospital here. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Have a beautiful night.
You
See
too.
you, girl.
Today.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dakota, that don't sound bad. $60 a goose. Like I said, those Sebastopols went for 90, and I was surprised that I was able to buy that Pomeranian at 40. So I'm well pleased. I hadn't been keeping up with the chat, but I seen that rolling through there.
Hey, Troy Sutton.
Hi, Troy Sutton.
okay.
And I still don't know how to chat on this new Restream except for on my phone.
Hmm.
Oh, are you on Restream?
I'm on your Restream.
Oh, okay. I was wondering,
Yeah.
thinking earlier if you had done Restream, had
No,
changed.
but I will toward the end of this coming week because my StreamYard comes due again.
Does it have a referral program? Like if he uses your referral, can it give you a kickback?
You should get like 2 years free.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Check into that.
I could look, but I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing that.
I mean, if he's going to do
Yeah.
it anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely going to
somebody-
switch to Restream. I heard you talking about it early in the chat in the live, but I was still scooping banana ice cream over and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like how it has. I like StreamYard how they put the waiting. You know, people down in the basement over here.
Yeah.
Although we always miss that too.
Yeah.
It's hard to see because you know when you get past that first level, then
Yeah.
you can't. You
But Restream, it's over in the far.
Yeah, it's just a little round icon and it's got a number, and that number will go up if people
And if
are.
you're not paying
You've got to
attention-
watch it.
Yeah.
Well, that's just something to get used to, probably.
It's not bad though, and
Where the private chat's good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be switching though. I mean, half price.
yeah,
Why wouldn't I?
yeah. And I had
Yeah,
looked
we need to get into doing one of these too, using one of these services.
So you're doing all of yours just straight through YouTube, right?
Straight through YouTube.
But you're doing the
vertical.
vertical just
Yes.
to,
Well, that
subscribers.
helps with the subscribers, right?
It's helping with views and it helps with subscribers. We picked up 6 more subscribers tonight.
Good.
That's cool. My promotion ended and I'm still gaining subscribers, so that's cool. But I was
That's good.
happy to
I
see
need to-
my second channel go over 100 finally. Took a long
I need to get back with you, Jack.
Do what?
I need to get back with you on that, on how you did that, because I wouldn't mind trying that for a month.
Are you in the partner program yet, Robbie?
No.
Okay.
What do you
One
just
of these
you just
days.
lacking watch hours? Because you got the
Yes.
subscribers.
Yeah, we're lacking watch hours. We're at a little over 3,100 watch hours.
You're getting there.
Yep.
Yeah, we're coming up.
My watch hours last week was right at 6,000 with 10,000 subscribers.
Goodness.
That's good.
Nearly 11,000.
I was gonna say I saw 10.7 when I looked.
Yeah, it's 10.7 now.
Did you say that you were getting stuff worked out though with AdSense?
No, we hadn't yet. I still don't know. There's nowhere you can go ask. You
Yeah.
stumble through their they sent me emails and the email says you don't qualify because you have 2 accounts. Can't have 2 accounts. Well, we close them and then I say I closed it and It's just been a circle back to itself every time.
Goodness.
But I'm not going to give up. I will eventually
Right.
figure it out.
Yeah. Well, can't
I'll
imagine.
make a YouTube video and cry for help or something.
Yeah, and I saw trying to think back some time ago. I was looking at that, and that's what one lady did. Is she went on and made a video about it and said, "Hey, and just she had people. Someone emailed her and gave her the email or the LinkedIn address to someone at Google AdSense. And so she started using that address and sending stuff to them.
I'd like to have that address.
Yeah, so it was interesting. But
Yeah.
and then that lady, it was about 2 months where they had done something and they shut her account. And it was like 2 months then it took her to try to get a hold of somebody. And she just put it out there on a video and had someone had an email for somebody, and they gave her that information, and she started that route.
Maybe I can get it. Maybe not. Watch hours. Anyway, my watch hours are over 6,000.
Goodness.
Almost 63.
Yeah, I've got plenty of everything. I just need to figure out what's wrong with the AdSense.
Yeah.
I had a guy contact me about letting them use my content to train AI, like the farm videos where we talk about how to plant onions and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They were wanting to use our videos to train AI.
Wow.
They estimated I could earn around $1,500 for the videos that they had gone in and seen what I had. But our son didn't think it was a good idea, so I didn't never do it. But I was tempted. I was tempted to finally make a little bit of money off of YouTube that way. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, you want to get a little recoup for what you've been doing.
yeah, our accountant may eventually say, "Now you can't show any more loss. You got to start showing something."
Yeah.
Because we spend money to do this here and there, props and equipment and
Yeah.
lots and lots actually.
He's trying to get this going so I can retire.
Exactly. We're trying to get this going so I can retire.
It's
Wouldn't that be nice?
it's a long-term goal.
It is possible. It is possible. We've seen. I'm not a channel. This is my username. Our channel is BN Us Odyssey. Yeah. I am the N and Beth is the B.
We're
Neil
all
and Beth.
training. Keith says we're all training AI. The truth.
That is the truth. But this guy was
Yeah,
actually
really.
going to pay me for it, and I let it go by the wayside.
I think that's probably the best.
It probably was. I looked, and the guy was legitimate, but who knows? It might have been. There's BN, they in both of them, but oh my goodness, we had a landslide.
It was mouse.
Just knocked the new mouse off the computer
The
disk.
batteries and the
batteries flew out.
Oh no. Oh man. Well, goodness.
We had a mouse go bad, and then who was it? Bert said he just loaded 11 version 11.
Yeah, Windows 11.
Yeah.
I did. My computer forced me to do an update after several weeks of saying, "Remind me later."
Mm-hmm.
Did an update, and now it don't want to turn on. Like I get up in the morning, and I keep this notepad. I've written down what my verses and chapters are for tomorrow, so I can have it in front of me, and I keep it laying between the laptop and the keyboard. And apparently that's not good because it definitely didn't want to turn on. It took me. I was late for my own live. Is it going to work?
Yeah.
No.
The thing.
I broke it.
This thing broke.
Oh,
The
the battery door.
Right here, the little bitty thing.
Oh
But
my.
anyway,
It'll be okay.
it's just, yeah. Forgot what I was talking about.
Oh,
Well, she's fixing to post a
I don't
deal.
know. What am I getting ready to post?
the
Windows 10.
killer stuff that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
putting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why, Neil, they forced me. And I think it's just reset the setting of the computer. That's what I was talking
We're not
about.
using Windows, so or are we? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
we're
we
in
are.
Windows.
Yeah.
See that little window right there?
Yeah, but we use Edge as our whatever that
Browser.
thing is. Browser.
Yeah. Go to Google Chrome.
We use Chrome.
Yeah.
I got Google Chrome on a another device, but it is never not the Chrome. The Chrome's been fine, but the device was a cheaper tablet laptop hybrid thing. You could take it apart, it magnetically clipped to the keyboard and use it like a tablet, or you could use it like a laptop. It's never been real good.
Oh,
I'm fond of Chrome and Firefox.
Yeah. Chrome, we've got stuff with work, and for whatever reason, Edge will act all kinds of crazy. And I talk to people at work, and they're like, "Oh, go to Google Chrome, use it instead of Edge." So,
Good night, sister.
Good night. Good night.
good
Yeah.
Good
night.
night.
I know.
My mom is getting a new laptop, and I'm not looking forward to it because she's getting Windows 11, and because I mean that's what you get now, and she's used to 10, and I know I'm going to be inundated because it's going to be different. It's going to be different. I don't even want to upgrade to it.
You're going to be the training man.
Oh yeah.
Robbie?
that's where we get hung because her mom and dad are on Mac, and they call us like, "What's this doing?" It's like, I don't know.
We've
I
had
don't do
Mac.
Macs.
We didn't know what we was doing when
We
we
didn't
had
know,
Mac
we had
either.
it for a long time, and our son's like, "Yeah, that's what you want." We went back to something we were familiar with.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not saying nothing bad about Mac. The thing seemed to do just fine. We just didn't know how to do nothing.
Nope.
It just
Yeah.
operates
Yeah.
Big
different.
learning curve.
Yeah, because at work they give us a cell phone. So the cell phone is a Apple. Oh my gosh, I still have trouble.
iPhones, I'm all in. I got no problem with the iPhone. It was the Mac computers was totally different.
If iPhone would just put the back button on it, I'd be okay, but they don't.
I had an iPad at work, and I loved that, but it ain't like you trying to use their laptop. It was different.
Yeah.
But that iPad was 11 years ago, 10 years ago, 10 years ago this month when I got laid off from Marathon.
Yeah, our nephew, he's all Mac. So whenever his company, when they get new laptops and stuff, he sends them he'll send them a couple old laptops, and they're like, "What do we do with this?" Tell him to send me one of those so I can keep up. I still can't keep up.
Yeah.
We got chirping still going on behind us.
This is waxed out.
Yep.
man.
The only Mac I ever use is at church.
Robbie, I got my control arm set up right here. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
My clamp on phone holder. I was going to
Yeah.
do a vertical live with my chicks hatching, but I was like, it's early morning. Dina could come through the door and not be dressed for YouTube. And so,
Thank you for thinking of me.
so I never did. I never did start it this morning. And
You just
I was
put a
going
sign
to
on the
test
door.
that vertical theory. But you know, I had that one last year that I got over 100,000, 105,000 views on
Mm-hmm.
alive. But anyway, I didn't get
Did you do
any
anything
watch
special
hours.
to get that?
What was that?
Did you do anything special? Because
No,
we've got those two incubators going in the office, and we're talking about doing a live, and it's like, well, I wonder if Jack did anything special to.
I didn't do nothing but take this old junky phone right here and pointed at it. This is like a iPhone 7. Pointed it at that incubator and put some like chick hatching title on it and let it run.
Run.
Didn't do anything special. I just hit the lottery that day on live.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I got like 1,300 subscribers out of it
Wow.
Goodness.
in a day, in just over what's like 72 hours.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I will tell you
We
one
only
thing you
like
don't
four.
want. I will tell you, not did I say 13,000? 1,300.
100.
Yeah, it was
You said
1,300.
100.
The one thing you don't want to do is go over 11 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to shut it down at 11 or before, because 12's the max, but 11 seems to be the number where they start causing problems. And what's his name? Stayed beside us in that other little mini house at Pinecone Fest. Jerry Butler Farms. He said, Jack, you want to shut that down before it's 12 hours? And I think I didn't see his message until later,
after.
and it already gone over 12 hours.
Oh.
I think that's why I didn't get any watch hours out of it. 105,000 views and no watch hours.
Oh,
Wow.
that sucks.
Wow.
I think that was their penalty. So you definitely want to stay up on shutting off before it hits. And I say 11 for safety. 11 hours. That's a long live anyhow, but
That's a long live.
My phone might burn up after that.
other than that, I was going to test Robbie and Money Pit's theory about going vertical and going horizontal, the difference. I was going to do a hatching, watching them vertically, and then later do one horizontal and compare.
That's what I was thinking.
When I go look at the lives that we've done, it's easy for me to tell which ones are the verticals and which one are the horizontals.
Just by looking at the
At the views.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It doesn't
is.
make a lot of sense to me, but that is absolutely the way it is. The last horizontal we did, we got 41 views, and we've gotten no less than 233 on any one of the verticals we've done.
Definitely sounds like it'd be worth it. The one thing though that I don't like about it is the amount of trolls you guys
The
get.
trolls get a little crazy at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got to say, it's just like last week. That one guy came in whose the name he had on it was Demon, and he was not a troll. He was not being bad, or anything. And he said at one point, thanks for, letting me stay in here. He said most of the times people get scared and kick me out immediately and all. And I like it when things like that happen.
You guys were
Somebody who
talking about music. Y'all were bonding on different songs, music and stuff.
True. But that's what I like when that kind of stuff happens when people get in there and they're from somewhere else, and they kind of get to talking and all, and they're like, well, we've had people get on their lives and say, well, I was planning on being a troll, but I like you guys, so I'm gonna subscribe.
Good. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Holy Spirit shines through.
Amen. Well, I guess since
Yeah.
tomorrow's
It's
work,
about bedtime.
we ought to check in
It's
too.
about bedtime.
Yeah, I got a big
It's
day.
past bedtime at least 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Them doctors told me this week not to go to bed within 4 hours of eating. I was like, Dina, I'm gonna have to eat supper at 4 o'clock.
Well, you can't go to bed for another 3 hours now. You just had ice cream.
Yeah, you had ice cream.
It was just a little old banana.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Now, on contrary, for an auction, I don't mind staying up late.
it might just be you and me sitting there
oh
because
my.
she's not going to stay that late.
I'm all in for
Like
an
going,
auction.
Tina? You like those auctions?
I like them.
You like them?
She,
Oh, my heart was just breaking for all those poor little animals that were just bawling and oh, so much. I wanted to take them all home, but
Dina's not as bad as I am at those auctions, but she has an arm problem when she's at an auction.
If it's baby chickens,
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's constantly, her arm keeps flying up.
but those Jubilees that I have, those Orpingtons, I got those for, wasn't it $3 or?
Yeah, it was cheap.
I bought 4 of them,
I don't know. I was at 10 Killer
Yeah.
YouTube meetup when she bought them Jubilees.
and I was with Clyde and Stacy, and I think she even might have nudged me and said, "Hey, you might want them." And there was an ag teacher sitting behind me, and they went off spouting out, and I was just like, "Yeah, nobody bid against me.
Oh,
She probably bid against herself.
$3." And I was like, and that ag teacher's like, "You got a good deal." And I had 4 of them, but
oh my.
2 of them died.
Yeah, it was
So,
2 and 2, 2
I got-
hens and 2 roosters,
I got-
and the roosters survived.
Yeah,
The
I got
hens
the
didn't.
roosters, but they're
Naturally.
beautiful,
Of course.
beautiful birds.
Yeah.
They were on death row like Mr. Frizzle.
Yeah.
They have gotten a reprieve.
I said they're just too big, too pretty.
Their sentence was commuted.
There were some beautiful but massive roosters.
Oh
And
man, there
were
huge
roosters
ones.
that were as big as turkeys. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Roosters don't
Yeah.
ever bring much money unless they're paired up in a trio or something.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I think people now are wanting roosters so they can fertilize their hens.
There are people buying more roosters at a little higher price.
True.
Yeah.
Double. They used to bring 5. I think they're bringing 10 now. Or my hens brought $36. So
We had a blue-laced Wyandotte rooster at one time, and the male lady was scared of him because he was a small turkey. He was huge,
Yeah,
but he was the farthest thing from mean that you could ever have in a rooster.
Oh my.
those red blue lace Wyandottes are some of my favorite. They're just beautiful.
He was Sonia's favorite rooster we've ever had, and he got killed by some dogs that came in, and oh, she was so upset.
Yeah.
Cowboy, that great big old Rhode Island red we had was my favorite.
That's the one we had.
we only had one rooster that was mean, and we had already given him to our son, and then he
Mhm.
wound up back down here. And he went at me one day, and the next day he got a pellet in the head.
Well, I've still got that mean one that used to attack me, but I put him in a pen full of other roosters. He ain't so mean no more.
Oh,
Oh
dumpling.
my.
Yep, dumpling.
Yeah. Goodness.
And I'm gonna sell the he's in there with 3 other roosters. Those Jubilees used to control him, so he might get a little tough again, but I'm gonna sell those other 3 roosters that are in there with him, and I'm putting 12 more of the same color identical in there with him. He's gonna. I won't be able to know which one he is once I put them all in there. But yeah, I could.
Goodness.
Definitely. We better let y'all go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Good seeing you, friends.
It's definitely bedtime. Robbie, we'll talk about how to promote your channel when you're
Okay.
ready.
Okay. Sounds good.
You guys have a
All
good
right.
week, okay?
All right.
Yep, you
Monty
too.
and Michelle, y'all have a good night.
We will.
All y'all in the chat. Take care.
Everybody,
God bless y'all.
All
so
right.
much for hanging out with us and coming
Good
on.
night, all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye. Here we go.